Yeah, man. I have had a couple calls with people lately where they're like, "Hey, I'm gonna go launch next week on Kickstarter," and I'm like, "Okay, cool. Tell me about your marketing efforts so far." And they're like, "Well, we don't need them because Kickstarter has this big traffic source." And so I'm going to repeat the conversation because that's just really this is the biggest mistake. Aside from launching a product without validating it, the next biggest failure point is going to be lack of audience. Because like, if you have a great product but no one knows about you, you're just going to flop, right? So the biggest mistake that people will make, I feel like it's similar to an Amazon launch where you assume that because Amazon gives you this free traffic, it's the same for Kickstarter. Kickstarter has the ability to give you a ton of free traffic, but you can only get in front of that traffic by proving yourself to that traffic, to Kickstarter. So Kickstarter has an algorithm that helps them figure out what projects are doing well financially and are popular for their users. Kickstarter's main agenda is to protect the user experience and to show their backers or their community really cool projects. So it would make sense that they have an algorithm that would help them feed that information. So the key to a successful crowdfunding campaign is having front-loaded momentum. So when we launched Jamstack last week, we did $100,000 on that first day so that the algorithm would start to pick us up, and it creates that snowball effect where Indiegogo, another crowdfunding platform, will just feed us free traffic and we start to get it discovered by people from around the globe. So knowing that if you go into a crowdfunding campaign with no audience means you launch to nobody. And when you don't have an audience of people ready to pre-order your product on the very first day that you go live, then the platform's algorithm will not pick you up. You're not going to be discovered by people, and you're not going to get free traffic. So you really do have to seed your launch with an audience of qualified buyers ready to buy your product on the first day that you go live on.